Greetings, everyone. This is me again. She Speaks Life with Laquisha Robinson. I want to encourage you all as well. For my first video, be sure about yourself. Okay, a part of loving you and having a relationship with you is learning to be sure about yourself, doing what it takes to be confident in who you are. When you make a decision, you want to be able to stand on your decision. When you make a choice, you want to be able to stand on your choice, okay? When you decide a thing, you want it to be decided, finished, and that's it. You don't want to deal with the person who's unsure about what they want, how they want, what they're going to do, how they're going to operate. So don't be that person yourself. People want to deal with people who are sure. People want to deal with people who are confident, okay? So aside and along with everything else that I said on the other video, this is included. Be sure of yourself, okay? Take time to be sure of yourself. If you deal with self-doubt and you know it, this is important. A lot of times we know certain things. There's only going to be a limited amount of things that somebody shared with us that we don't realize and see, because for the most part we know us. We just choose to ignore. Okay, so I'm not talking about those things that you honestly are unsure about, where somebody, because I've had people come to me and say, well, you're kind of like this, or you kind of do this, and I honestly was unaware that this is how I was. Or even if I heard maybe another person say it before, when I heard a second person say it, I'm like, wait a minute, maybe this is something I need to visit, because I've had more than one person tell me this, right? So that's when I need to start trying, not even trying, but when I need to start putting work in to examine what's being said. Because when more than one person tell you something about yourself, and so one person told you, then you go cross town, somebody else that don't know the person that first told you what was said told you again. So now you have several people telling you the same thing, and you're like, you know what, I need to examine this and work on this, because it has to be true if people are telling me that don't know the same people that told me. God is giving me a sign that, hey, I need to improve in this area, right? So again, it's only going to be a few areas that people may have to bring to your understanding about who you are, but for the most part, we know who we are, right? So let's just be real. I know my insecurities. I know if I'm unsure about something. I know if I back up from things. I know all of this about me. So when you want to enter into a successful relationship or businessship with anybody, you're going to want to deal with these things. And then again, because you're willing to acknowledge them, the help always comes to show you how you deal with something, how you overcome something. And that's what I love about us when we're open. God, the universe, is always right there to help, aid, and assist us. But first, we have to be willing to change, and we have to acknowledge things that we don't acknowledge. Once we do that, help starts coming, so that we can be the best us that we need to be, and the best us that we should be, so we can have the best, healthiest relationships that we should have. And again, remember, the first one is with me. I want to have the best, healthiest relationship with myself that I can, so that I know I can give to other people what they need, okay? Also, you need to understand that we are continuing to evolve. So that simply means that just because I'm functioning and I'm fluent, I'm fluent, and I'm understanding me, and I'm operating in me, I still have to always examine me. I still have to always check me out to be sure that I'm up to date. I don't want to be stale. I don't want to be doing something. Oh, I'm okay right here, and then 10 months down the line, I didn't fell behind because I didn't keep doing a self-check. Okay, So don't neglect your relationship with yourself. As much as you may want to fellowship with other people, know that the only way you can really be successful in what you're doing is if you're successful with yourself first. Okay, the more that you operate with you, the more you're going to be able to help another person. Even when you do begin to enter into relationships, you're going to be a healthy you, and you're going to stay healthy because you're always going to be checking out yourself, always checking on you. Am I still in alignment in this area? Oh, I see something else that I need to deal with. So I want you all to know another thing. Even when and if you're in relationships, you can still begin your process if you desire to have a great outcome with your partner, okay? So if you're in a relationship, businessship, and it's not going as you feel it should, all you have to do is begin to look inside you and change you. Okay, so this is for whether you're in a relationship or out of relationship. Make a decision to change you. If sit down with your partner, ask them, are they willing to do the same? Because you want your relationship to work, you want it to last, and just try it with you. And if they love you and they're really sincere about, making your relationship work, businessship, they'll do the work, they'll do what it takes so that you as a couple will be better and be empowered, okay? So everything you do, strive to be the best you, because only in being the best you will you help other people. If you're single. If you're in a partnership or you're wanting to be in a partnership, do you accept your person for who they are, and will you grow with them? Because if you're not willing to grow with them and you're going to stay the same and they're going to stay the same, or you're going to stay the same and they want to change, it's not going to work. So I'm going to end this video. You all, it's just a continuation from the first video that I posted, but I want you all to stay encouraged. Always deal with you. And remember, don't ever treat anyone the way they treat you. Always treat them how you want to be treated. I don't care what they do to you. Always treat them how you want to be treated. That's very important. And until we meet again, you all, operate in love, peace, and joy.